YouTube. So, as you guys know, we're doing like a playlist of me getting ready for Top Drift Series. Part of that is basically getting the car ready to be competitive. I think you guys want more content, so I'm just gonna do like a teardown video of my car and basically show you guys how I take things apart and why I'm taking it apart. So let's see how it looks right now after Winter Jam. That sucks. I'll fix that. I'm pulling the trans out, getting that guy out today. I'll be doing a time lapse of taking out the motor, and basically there'll be a lot of time lapse of me taking apart the motor and putting a new turbo kit on, so that'll be exciting. And yeah, I'll just bring you guys along and see what it takes to get ready for Top Drift. So, all right, so car is on the lift. Thank goodness for lifts. It makes life easier. So now, before I do anything, it's always easier to take apart stuff up top. So I'm gonna take apart the shifter, get that ready to pull out. And then after that, I could go underneath the car, take off the exhaust, the drive shaft, and then undo a bunch of intercooler piping and take off the hood. So I could remove the trans first and then pull the motor out because it'll just work better that way. So yeah, let me just set you guys down. Oh, got it. That guy's off. Now I go underneath the car and retrieve all the stuff I dropped. I think a number one rule when taking apart, let's say anything in the motor, or taking apart your car in general, I think it'll be safe to always remove the battery terminal because anything could freaking arc out on the motor, especially if you're like near the starter. There's like always, you know, there's always like a positive wire right there. So I'm gonna do that now. Undo the power to my battery. So the thing about Supras, they have like easy get to holes for the battery. It's just through the hip right here. And yeah, get to that guy. I'm sure you guys can see that. So now I'm gonna take off the exhaust. So I'm getting ready to pull this guy out. Got the intercooler removed, or intercooler piping removed. Power steering line's undone. And I'm about to go down in there and get those 2 oil cooler lines undone. So I think when you're taking apart anything, it's always important to blue tape and label whatever you take off, because sometimes when it comes down to it, like you kind of get lost in your own work. It sucks, but I mean, if there's a lot going on, I think always first thing is freaking blue tape everything that you do, because you don't want to like waste time trying to figure out which one went to which. And then so yeah, I'm gonna blue tape that and make sure I don't forget when it comes to reassembly. And same goes with like anything, like even though like you don't think you'll forget it, but like let's say even like this brake booster line, like it's always good to be safe. So yeah, I'll show you guys when I get closer to getting this guy out. Alright, so I got most of this side all off on the turbo side. On the intake manifold side, everything's pretty much off and ready to get pulled out. I think I'll lift up the car, take off the exhaust, take out the drive shaft, and then remove the trans. And after that, I could just pull out the motor and oh no, I gotta undo my engine harness from my chassis. So take all that guy out, and pretty much after that I can pull the motor out. So let's go set that up. So got my drive shaft out, my downpipe, and my exhaust. So got that drift motion adapter plate, and then my CD09's transmission. I think now I just gotta put a stand under here, undo the trans mount, and then tilt the motor back because the trans is a little big, and for me to like pull the trans out, I had to like have it tilted just so it could clear like the tunnel when I pull it out and it doesn't really hit anything. So I'll show you guys where I usually kind of lift up the motor at. And then let's see. I think after I pull the trans, I could just start undoing a couple wires from my engine harness and pull this guy out. So I got the transmission mount off, and then I got the two stands underneath. One is underneath the trans, so I can lower it as I raise this guy. I usually raise it with a piece of wood on the crank pulley, and you just basically loosen the motor mounts first on the bottom side, and you basically just crank up, crank down, and you keep doing that until you kind of have enough, or until I have enough room to clear that bell housing on the tunnel. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but that's how I do it. So yeah, I'm getting ready to pull this guy out now. I'm just pulling out the remaining bolts, and I think I'm gonna leave one in there just for now. Pretty much the trans is ready to come out. Dan's gonna do something really quick and he's gonna help me pull this guy out. And then after that, I think he's leaving for tonight. But I'm gonna stay until I get my motor out because I kind of want that as a goal for today. Yeah, this thing's gonna be heavy. But you guys can see how much the motor is kind of tilted. That's how much angle I need to pull that guy out smoothly. Well, kind of smoothly.
What the frick is this? There it goes.
You got it? Yeah. Put on the roller. You got it?
Yay! That was easy.
So for those of you who have CD09s, you know how much of a pain that thing is. That's the clutch. Sucks.
Wow.
That thing is beefy.
Yeah, why is it so big?
Oh no. Sorry for breaking you. Okay. Thanks, Dan. So I gotta take out the clutch now. So when I pull out the motor, I could just put on a stand, like right away. And might as well, since I'm already here, it'll be a lot easier, I think. So I got my clutch out, sitting there. Got the car lowered back down. I think now I'm gonna start. Well, I'm gonna double check up top to make sure there's like nothing still connected that I wanna disconnect to pull the motor out. But from what I can see so far, should be okay. I just gotta undo the engine harness now, so I'll bring you guys inside with me. Well, I should probably take out this dash first. I'll do that. I forgot how simple I made this wiring. So to take out this harness, I just gotta undo this guy, undo these two wires, and that's all I need to undo for my engine harness pretty much. Sweet. It's gonna be It's gonna be a lot faster than I thought. Well, hopefully. So, just pulled this guy through the firewall, and pretty much that's it. It was very, very cool how I did that. I forgot that I did that actually, so it's pretty sweet. Alright, so now I'm gonna go get the forklift ready and pretty much just double check everything to make sure I have everything that needs to be disconnected, so I can pull this guy out without having anything get caught. I think I'm gonna leave my radiator in there for now. Should be okay. Since the transmission's out, I could just lift the motor up just a tad bit, get it moved like forward a little bit, like 2 inches, and this guy should just go straight up and pull right out. So that's why I kind of like doing, like pulling the transmission first and then pull the motor out afterwards, especially on a car that is supposed to have that specific motor. It's just makes life easier. So whoever has a Supra, don't ever swap anything else besides the 2J in it, or leave the 2J in it. I'm excited. Let's go set up the forklift. Okay, cool. So engine strap is on. It has tension, so now I climb underneath the Supra and just basically undo these little nuts holding the motor mount in place, but I already loosened it and it only has like 2 turns on each nut, so that's cool. This isn't a dirty job, it's just coolant. It's fine. This is normal. This is why Michelle gets mad at me all the time, because I just go home dirty. That guy just helped me lift this up. Kind of hard doing it by yourself, but I almost had it. The motor is just hovering. It's out. I think I can back up this sucker and put it on the stand now. Alright guys. The motor is out. The motor is on the stand. And pretty much this guy's coming off. The upper portion. These guys are coming off. They worked pretty well for one season, but time to do more power. Changing this up. Whole engine harness is coming back out. And yeah. It's weird seeing an empty bay again, but it'll only be short-lived. Alright, well, I mean, as the build continues, the videos will continue, so I'll try to pump out as much content as I can for you guys to keep it interesting, and that'll be fun. Hi, Dad.
Hey guys, so he's still nervous behind the camera.
Yeah, I just can't look. Like, it's
he
hard
doesn't
for me
want
to
to make
look.
eye contact with all you guys. I don't know. I had the same problem at the beginning, but if give him a couple more, episodes of his car, he'll be comfortable with the camera, talking about his car, and then you can watch it come together as he's getting ready to go to Top Drift, and this will be your 3rd season, huh?
Yeah, my 3rd season.
So like, improvements every year, but this year's gonna be the best one yet.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. See you guys later.